Hello and welcome to Talking Leeds, another match reaction show with myself, Arron Marshall, and of course, Gerry McNamee. And we're reflecting on Watford 0, Leeds United 4, could have been 10. Gerry, you were there.
Yeah,
Where do we start? It's just too good. We're being spoiled.
I think the word demolished, brutal, clinical, so good. We Another team we've just taken the task. Third game in a row when we scored 7 against Cardiff, easily could have done it against Coventry, easily could have done it last night, and it's good to watch. We were in a good run this time last year, but this is better. We really are taking teams apart, and it was all the records are falling. You just read. I was reading, well, Johnny Cooper, the stuff he produces, and LUFC data. 18 goals without conceding, the best records that have stood since Reevy days. Too many go into players get with assists and goals, spreading around the team. It was good. It was really good. I was saying to you, I got a bit of prawn sandwich last night, and I'd the whole stand to myself at the end. I think they'd all gone. Even the lads I was with stayed in the bar, and it was nice. Yeah, it was really good. And the Watford fans, they just you could hear them muttering, saying, "This is the best team we've seen." Just there was nothing straight from the off. We went for them, and we if we took our chances. I mean, Pirro missed a couple. He does this good. He hits him straight at the keeper, not enough power. Although that finish for the fourth goal, it was beautiful. It was like dancing. It was like ice skating. The whole thing. But it was good night all round. Can't complain. I mean, the team we thought we would pick, he picked. Gruev was in for Rothwell, and all the regulars were back, and Watford didn't really have an answer, and they'd come off the back of a good result against Sunderland. They were 2-1 up until the last few minutes, and we just took them apart.
Exactly, it's brilliant, isn't it? And the confidence, I think, is such a well polished performance last night. I think that for me last night was one of the most dominant performances away from home I've seen Leeds play this season. For me, it was just everything about it was just brilliant. It was. I think the confidence in those group of players is sky high at the moment, and we're going into the next couple of fixtures against Sunderland and Sheffield United in great form. And I think I genuinely think we could beat Man City if we played them at the moment. I genuinely do.
Most people can, to be honest.
This is the thing, the confidence of Aronson, brilliant, Bogle, every one of them just doing their jobs and doing it really, really well. And we saw it at the end of the game. People, all the Watford fans on X were going, "Oh, they're celebrating like they've won the league," because we're bloody playing well, pal. And I think they realise it as well.
It wasn't.
I can't fault it.
It was just. It wasn't. It felt that we won the league. We've done this a few times this season. These type of results. It was this. We're together in this. Let's just enjoy it and keep going. At the start, as the game started, we went straight for them. We had a few chances, and Pirro, as I said, had a couple of chances, and we seem to be just crashing into their defence. But I mean, Watford again didn't do themselves any favours. They had a high line, and when Dan James broke through for the first goal, great build up again. What a finish as well. 1-on-1 with the keeper running through like that. We've seen these missed a lot of times. Jorginho, you wouldn't have bet on him scoring Reuter last year, would you? One of those, and just in bottom corner, you're 1 up, and they had a couple little flurries early on, and it was from, I think it was probably the third goal. I think we broke from one of their attacks, but the second goal again, great play by Pirro. I think Aronson started. Pirro played a brilliant ball, and Dan James top corner. I mean, what a finish that was. And Solomon got a bit of luck with the third, took a deflection, but we had a chance to go. They had let's say for the third goal, they had a chance with I think it was the number 39, Kiambe, got in. And from that, it went through. But of course, the Dan James one, the first one, was a dreadful back pass from Kiambe. You know, he'd after doing that shot, and I don't know where he's trying to hit it. Well, it didn't seem to be hitting anywhere, and just straight. You know, I'd looked down for a second and I heard this gasp, and all of a sudden, Dan James is in 1-on-1, and he took it well. But then I said the second one, great play by Pero, another assist. Solomon was 3-0 up, and you thought we'd get another one before half time. Come out the second half, you think they're going to push it a bit. We had the Tom Ince come on. Apparently, Tom Ince, I think he likes horses. He's part of the hunt, apparently, from what I could hear the fans saying. Yeah, he's in the hunt. But Leeds fans, standing back from Leeds fans, was superb last night. You know, just sold out completely, making noise, enjoying it, low pressure. None of the angst at the end. And that fourth goal, I mean, Tanaka, again, just being Tanaka. And he just got the ball and he just ran around a little circle. I think it was around Tom Ince. Little circle. Solomon, bit of footwork. Pero, sidestep, little foot, just passed into the corner. And he just laughed when you saw that. And there was other chances. They came a bit in the end. I mean, Melia, a couple of good saves again. One hit the crossbar. But job done. Great night's work. And we're now 8 points clear of Burnley, isn't it? Game tonight to come. So the pressure's on them. And 5 ahead of Sheffield United, with them playing Hull tonight. The pressure's on them. No, they're not playing Hull, sorry. It's Hull against Burnley. Borough. Yeah, so the pressure is on them now. And although Sheffield United win their 2 games before we play on Monday, I think they go top again. So I suppose you look at it that way, but they have to get the points. We got the points on the board, and 69 points. This stage of the season is impressive, and coming into 3 big games: home to Sunderland, away to Sheffield United, home to West Brom. Massive games, and if we can pull 7 points out of those 3, I think it's another step and another 3 games chalked off. But that's good. There's good games, but have to start again on Monday night. And that's under the lights, big game. It's going to be a hell of an atmosphere.
Can't wait. I really can't wait for it, Jerry. I'm buzzing. I wish it could be tomorrow. I really do, but I do think we are in a real good opportunity now. And after each game, Jerry, I'm starting to believe that it could happen.
No, I'm
starting to believe it. I really, really am. And I don't know. It's the next 3 are key, aren't they? If we can come out of these, as you say, 7, 9 would be amazing, because I think it will put Sunderland out of the frame for the first position. So. I think it'll knock them out, and they're just they've got to do the job, haven't they? Burnley, Sheffield United, and Sunderland, they've got to do the bit as well. And all we can do is just focus on ourselves, as you say. And it's good. It is a weird feeling, because we haven't had this for a while, Jerry. Have we? This really positive kind of mood, and Fark's doing a great job, even though some unbelievable fools want Fark out still. I've no idea why.
After the Millwall debacle,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Imagine, away to Palace. Who wants to go away to Palace? The worst ground to get to. Now the cup. I mean, I had no panic about the cup at all. You don't like to lose, but I think you saw last night. Watford played a game on Saturday, and whereas this team had a week's rest, more or less, and they looked fresh right from the back. So Melia, since he's made that mistake at Hull, he's not had much to do, but what he has to do, he's done it. Bogle is just he's getting better and better every game after a shaky start. I was watching Joe Rodon last night, totally in control. And then he takes a notion and thinks, I'm going to run through the midfield here, have a little dance through to see what I can get. Ampadu, Firpo just, he's defending, we know, but he doesn't have to do much defending. Tanaka was brilliant. Gruev, this seems to be the rotation. Gruev, maybe for away games, might see him against Sunderland on Monday night, the tighter games, or Rothwell. Solomon and James, they're just top of their form. Dan James last night was, he was just brilliant.
I'm going to call it, Jerry. Dan James, for me, is the player of the season so far.
Yeah, for me he is as well, yeah.
Brilliant.
And even Pirro, he gets stick and he misses and he disappears. I think in the last few games we've seen more and more of him. Yeah, and it's those little layoffs and everything else, and he's been more involved. And I think early in the season, would we rotate or what? Matthew Joseph, come on, I was willing him to get a goal, and a couple of touches weren't great, but didn't get to do much. Ramzani came on, and he had a shot. He always likes a shot. I didn't see much of Willie really when he came on, and Pascal came on as well. So I think the team that started last night, more or less, our first team. That's the first pick, and I think everybody accepts that. Just keep everybody fit, get to the international break unbeaten, and then that's what did us last year. It's 5 years ago to the day as well when we drew at Brentford after a horrendous run. So we won that by 10 points. This time last year we were on a run, but we were chasing hard. We were always looking, we're only 8 points behind, 7 points behind, and we eventually made it up and then crashed. So caution, because I know it can happen, seeing it, but yeah, I've this recurring nightmare that Coventry beat us in the playoff final, or Blackburn or Sheffield Wednesday, somebody who's been nowhere and not in the same class as us. So Tom Cleverley's still in a job. I'm surprised.
No idea how. I'm surprised he hasn't gone. The mid-table, though, aren't they, Gerry? They're not,
Everybody's mid-table.
I know, but they're not going to be in that top six. I'm sorry to say it.
They were poor. The movement for them and everything else. A couple of, I didn't see anybody that I thought was any good. It was, it's not a great little club though. I mean, the facilities last night and the way they looked after us was excellent. Met Luther Bliss. You might be before your time. Luther Bliss, great Watford striker. Stuart Pearce was there. So Angus and Eddie. I love a prawn sandwich, me. So it was good, but as I said, there wasn't many people. It's that control you have when you score the first goal, but when the fourth one in, there was nobody around me, so I could give it a good cheer, and it was I think the funniest moment was their keeper got the ball just inside his own half, and they all started to shout to shoot. I think that's how frustrated they were. But we've been there. We've had teams that did that to us. So great night. And
great night. It's good. We can't find anything to moan about. We're in good form.
The phantom traffic jams on the way home. The amount of time, it took me 3 hours. The amount of times 2 lanes are shut, and you get to the end, and there isn't even a cone. The lanes are just shut, and that happened about 3 or 4 times. Really annoying that. Yeah, phantom traffic road works. But it flowed. Yeah, 3 hours up, 3 hours down.
Highways England or whatever it's called these days, all they need to do is just do the work over the summer when nobody's travelling around. You've got, like obviously there was the Etihad yesterday, the M62, all that sort of stuff. There's going to be thousands of people travelling around on a weeknight.
Have a look and see when there's 3,000 Leeds fans on the road. But it just was weird.
But do you know, the worst one I did with Watford, Gerry, is they shut the M1, and I was on coach with the Keithley Whites, and my God, we had to then go up the A1. It took us ages to get home.
Yeah. Luckily, I was half expecting a couple of closed. It was closed the other way, which was all right. Yeah, I didn't mind that. So I got home in good time. Half one. Yeah. And driving home, it's a nice feeling, just taking it all in. Yeah, thinking about it and listening to the score. Yeah, it's good. And laughing at Man City, imploding again. Yeah, it's good. So come on then. It's Sheffield United and Sunderland. The pressure's on you now, and Burnley. You've got to deliver, and we're ahead of you. We got the points on the board, and let's just hope we keep it going. Big statement coming Monday night. Because we beat them well up at Sunderland. They took the lead, and we were 2-1 up cruising, and we know what happened. And that was 2 points that we chucked away. So when we played Sheffield United, they were poor. Played them off the pitch that night.
Yeah,
and West Brom. The other game was a dull early season game when we were just getting ourselves together.
Yeah.
Alan Armstrong plays for them now after he scored the goal for Southampton last year that beat us. So all these things come round.
Absolutely.
So let's enjoy this, and we got a good team. And I tell you what, if we can spend the money next year, we've got the basis of a decent squad. There's some good players in there, really is. And as you said, Dan James, he's had a few odd years, where he was at Man United, where he didn't go so great. Then he was in limbo with us and went to Fulham, and then he came back, and he's He's just always got a quizzical look, doesn't he? I like that. He's always not sure, but he's good. Solomon again, great. The whole team can't fault anybody last night. The referee didn't even notice the referee last night. That's how
good we were. That's how good
Bonnie
we
Langford's son Oliver, who was playing.
Right.
He was the referee. Okay. Nothing to report. There was nothing. Yeah. Good.
Excellent.
And I think our thing last night, what impressed me most was winning the second ball. All the fancy stuff, but every time we lost in midfield, we got it back, and that's it's a team effort. Everybody knows their place. You can see it.
Good stuff. And now onto Monday.
Yeah.
Get the 3 points against Sunderland, knock them out of the top two, and really kick on now, because I think we could really do this.
Full house, be sold out that one. Full house under the lights Monday night. Yeah.
Magical.
So that's all the jobs you got to do for the weekend. Yeah. All the jobs you'll have to do. Yeah. Saturday, it's weird not having football at the weekend. 2 Monday nights, but it gets you out of trouble. We got Valentine's night Friday night. That could have been a tricky one.
Yeah, we're going to do it on Saturday, which should be nice. But because football.
I said to my other half, it's a card company produced thing, and she gave me a funny look, so I didn't say anything after that. Yeah, it's the old joke. I booked a table and bring your own cue. Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah. Right then, Jerry. Thanks for that, and we'll see you on the next one then.
Yeah, another win incoming.
Come on,
please.
let's have it.
Come on, Leeds.
Oh yes.